Hey everybody! Well, we finally did it. We made the pilgrimage to Missouri Star Quilt. So I figured I'd let you know what all I did while we were gone for, 8 days. We didn't go to Missouri Star Quilt for 8 days. We went for 3 days there, and then Kansas City, and then we went to Nashville and Kentucky. But to get back to the quilting stuff, figured I'd show you everything I bought. I don't buy a lot. I can't buy a lot of fabric. I need to have a project to buy for. I can't just go and buy yardage and everything. So let me show you what we came up with. And if you look down here, we'll find everything we made, or bought, everything we bought. So we got a layer cake, we got some patterns, more patterns, we got some fabric, we got some embroidery. Christmas wanted a quilty little rolling pin and 10 yards of fabric. All right, so I'll go through that first. So first, Missouri Star Quilt. Went to Missouri Star Quilt first, and we bought, and I'll do close-ups in a minute. We bought some layer cake, and it is of landscapes. It's Naturescapes by Deborah Edwards, and it's just the tiles. So it has clouds, tree bark, little flowers, brick, wheat, stuff like that. I'm going to use that in some postcards that I'm going to make, and it gives me the clouds and the water and all that to use as the backdrops. Okay, so that, here it is a little closer. So it's Naturescapes. Okay, so we got clouds, bark, it's tree bark, and we have some trees, evergreens, brick, and some little speckles. I don't know what I'd use that for. Pebbles, some little pebbles, so I can use them on a river stream scene or something like that. Okay, so that's the layer cake. All right, so we got that from them. Then I bought some patterns. Let me get all the patterns. Okay, so I bought one which was called Sidewinders, and it is a Drunkard's Path block. Show you over here. So there's the Drunkard's Path block for the quilt pattern. It is Sidewinder. And it's for 10-inch squares. Oh, so I can use a layer cake for that. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I'll make that one in my spare time. Next one I got pattern was a jacket. And I'll be making that. I got that from Missouri Star Quilt also. It's called Wild Friends Quilted Elements. There's a shot of her wearing it. Okay. So I got that. Then I got the elemental coat. There's the elemental coat. Let's see if I can get it right in there. That's basically what it looks right. Okay, so the patterns, the layer cake. Oh, okay, the little rolling pin. It's the box. This came from Missouri Star Quilt. It's called the Quilty Little Rolling Pin. Bake up something delicious and quilty. Okay? I'm going to show you a little bit up close. So you'll roll this across your cookie dough, and then you will just cut your cookies out, and you have the pattern. I think, yes, I do. I have a little piece of paper, pictures. So here's what it will look like. See if we can get you to see that. Got a glare. Okay, see the cookie patterns, or the quilt block patterns on the cookies. All right, so that was that. Let's see what else I got from Missouri Star Quilt. Oh, Christmas tree ornament. So it's the main shop of Missouri Star Quilt. I'll take that out so you can see it. All right, and I already took about styrofoam. So it's the main shop of Missouri Star Quilt. Okay, there it is. So I think now I think I have enough Christmas tree ornaments that have to do with quilting and sewing, that I could have a special little tree for that. All right, so that was that. That was everything at Missouri Star Quilt. Okay? So after we left Missouri Star Quilt, oh, wait a minute, let me back up. While we were in Missouri Star Quilt, Will and I, my friend, we happened upon a quilting retreat. It was Project Linus, who makes quilts for children. Okay? So we happened upon them. We met them at 9 o'clock Saturday night. They were in there quilting at 9 o'clock, making their quilts. And they were gracious enough to invite us back Sunday and gave us 2 machines, cutting mat, scissors, rulers, everything we needed. So we joined them for the day on Sunday and made a quilt top. Actually, I got it right here. Hold on. We just threw together a quilt top really quick. I didn't leave it with them because they were going to have to pay to have it quilted and bind it. So I brought it home and I'll quilt it myself and bind it. So we just did a split rail fence and, you know, like that. So there's their, it's superheroes. So if you could see it, here, I'll go over to the close-up camera. We have the Tasmanian Devil on it. This one's all Tasmanian Devil. See him? Okay. So that was fun. We had a great time with them. Spent the day with them. Made a whole bunch of new friends. So we're good with that. All right. Then we finished with Missouri Star Quilt. And we headed back to Kansas City. We were going to stay in Kansas City for another 4 or 5 days. Of course, I had to find a quilt shop. So I found Casey Makers and Fabric. They are in Missions, Kansas. And over there, a friend asked me to get some Kansas City Chief fabrics. So I got it for her. So I'll put this on the little one. Okay, here's the Kansas City Chief fabrics. Okay, kind of messed up, forgot to switch cameras. So here we are, close up, Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, and then this is just extra material with the colors in it. Okay, so after I found their fabric, I wanted to get something just for me to do in the airplane, airports, hotel room, whichever. So I bought these 2 little kits. Okay. Embroidery kits. One's a little cat with yarn balls and needles, and one is a quilt block. All right, I think you can see those good, but here, I'll just put them closer. So here's the little cat with his yarn. Okay. And this one I just started yesterday on the plane headed home. This will be a block. I've only got started with the black outlining. Okay. So that was at Casey Makers Fabrics in Missions, Kansas. And everybody at Casey Makers was wonderful. So if you go to Kansas City, go to Missions, Kansas, which is 10 minutes down the road from Kansas City, Missouri. And go to Casey Makers Fabrics. All right, and then the next place, I went to 2 more shops while we were there. And they were both in Parkersville, Missouri. I had a problem. I kept on going in Missouri, in Kansas, back in Missouri, back out to Kansas, and back and forth. I didn't know where I was. All right, so in Parkersville, I found the quilt shop, the Fabric Chick. I bought some needles from there, open-ended needles, but of course they're not with me right now. They were wonderful. They were a great little shop, tons of fabric, and just great people. And then they told me about a quilt shop right around the corner from them in Parkville, which was awesome. So I went to that shop, and I did buy some fabric. So I bought 2 packs of 5 yards of fabric. It was an awesome deal. It was $29 for 5 yards and $29 for another 5 yards. And nice colors. You can see them. I'll do them closer. And then there's some fall colors. Okay, so let's take a closer look. So we have the browns and a little bit of kind of maroonish and golds in this one. And then the other one, and there's the name of the store. It was Stashworthy Fabrics. So Stashworthy Fabrics in Parkville, Missouri. And this was the purples, and it's got a brown and tans and purples in it. Really cool. I can't wait to make something with that. So, if you go to Hamilton, Missouri, we did learn a Missouri Star Quilt. It's better if you go during the week. There's more people there walking around, enjoying themselves, having fun. Saturday was a little slower. And Sunday, don't plan on doing anything in Hamilton, Missouri. Everything is closed. Wasn't one thing open Sunday evening, not even Sunday evening for dinner. No restaurants were open. So we went to the grocery store, got some food. So I wouldn't plan to be there on Sunday. Make that your travel day out, unless you're there for a retreat. If you're there for a retreat, then you've got something to do on Sunday. So we just hung out and chilled out Sunday. And that was it. But then if you go to Kansas City, there are quite a few shops in Kansas City that you can go to. And the two that were in Parkville, Missouri, that town was a really cool little town. I wish I had spent like half a day there, but I just breezed into the shops and breezed out. There's a park out there right along the river. The town is an old little walking town. But yeah, that was about it. Oh, and I did buy a ruler from Missouri Star Quilt. It was their 60-degree ruler, 60-degree triangle. And it's going to be for the Starburst quilt. I'll show you real quick. So the Starburst quilt is going to look like that. Not sure if I'm going to use black and white or what colors I'm going to use. And then this was her ruler from Missouri Star Quilt. Okay. That is about it. That's everything we did. Then we ended up going to Nashville. And while I was in Nashville, I was able to attend a quilt exhibition in the Frist Museum downtown Nashville, but I think it's ending. It ended yesterday or today. That's it. I will keep tuned for some more videos, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you get notified when I post some new videos. There will be a lot more tutorials coming. Got a new camera set up, so I'll be making my tutorials more regularly now. All right, that's it. We'll see you. Stitch with Rick. We're out of here.